Dr. P. Rammohan Garu, Chief Guest of today's morning for our annual day celebration. He is a very busy person. Despite his busy schedule, he has readily accepted our invitation to be the chief guest for today's function. We are indeed fortunate to have Mr. Rammohan as our chief guest today. Sir, today's children are different. They are more smarter and more perceiving. They have gathered to themselves many special traits to cope the fast life in our present age. We often know and perceive more than their parents. As we all know that the children are precious assets and the future of the country. And the future of the country lies in the little hands of our children. We have to take care of them and teach them values when they are very young and see them grow into beautiful beings. A country which neglects its young ones has a heavy price to pay. The generation brought up with the belief that success, power and enjoyment are the only things worth living for will definitely bring about the destruction of the country sooner or later. So therefore, we have to teach our children noble values so that they grow into balanced adults. A question arises as to when should we teach values and culture. The answer is that they should be taught when they are young. Imparting culture is very important. We should have these values in us so that the child will imbibe them. Man believes in heredity when his child is brilliant. But if the same child goes out of control, the parent disloves the child. Once again, I welcome Dr. Rammohan Garu for today's annual day celebration. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
We are all gathered here to watch our little ones entertaining us with their colorful performance on this auspicious day. The decoration inside and outside the auditorium gives us all a sense of togetherness. I thank you all for this enthusiasm and the spirit of togetherness. This morning, I take immense pleasure to invite you all for our annual day celebration. This event called Annual Day has become a ritual which encourages the children to exhibit the innate talents hidden in them. Every child is unique in his or her own way, born with some talent waiting to be unleashed. This year, our journey began in June by children visiting the Saraswati temple, the goddess of knowledge, to take our blessings, followed by a visit to a landscape garden. In July, children went on a city tour and visited the Saraswati Park. In August, we had the traditional rain dance, which children enjoy a lot playing in the water. It is such a wonderful joy to watch these tiny tots enjoy with full enthusiasm, playing and juggling in water with their cute raincoats and umbrellas. All social festivals like Krishnastami, Rakhi, Ganesh Chaturthi, Dasara, Diwali, Ramzan, Christmas were celebrated as per the calendar. National festivals like Independence Day, Gandhi Jayanti, Republic Day were also celebrated by telling the children their importance. Teachers' Day and Children's Day were also celebrated with lots of fun. On Teachers' Day, the children are acted as teachers by taking the assembly and managing the class and purposely getting into their teacher's shoes. On Children's Day, The teachers gave a colorful dance performance to their lovely children, and also a small ventriloquism show was also conducted. Food packets and old clothes were distributed to the needy and the poor. Food kits to zoo park, supermarket, fire station, police station, post office, tablets and tailor shops were arranged as per the curriculum. Rangoli and stage decoration competitions were held among the parents. No junk food parade was held by the teachers and children in the neighborhood. Coming to academics, the year and the monthly syllabus is framed by the concerned class teacher and the copy of the monthly curriculum is sent to the parents. I would like to brief you all about the daily routine of anantha examination. The class begins with a good morning to you song followed by the calendar song and the weather watch. In the circle time, the children enjoy activities related to the concept. Language and number work are taught on alternate days. Pre-math concepts include the shape, the cognitive skills like more and less, big and small, long and short, tall and short, etc. and so on are taught. Regular parent-teacher meetings is conducted on the last Saturday of every month. Home teaching is a unique feature where the concerned teacher visits the child's house to enhance her intimacy with the child and their family members. Coming to class first and second, we follow CBSE syllabus here. Unit tests and exams are conducted as per schedule from time to time and progress cards are issued. Parent-teacher meetings are conducted accordingly. Now, Student Youth Conference is an activity yet to be held in the month of March. Here, students play an active role in the reporting process and communicate their progress to their parents. Both research and experience have proved that Student Youth Conference offers many benefits for the child. They would like sincere request to every parent not to miss their child's Student Youth Conference. We are all at the junction where a chapter closes and a new one unfolds. It is overwhelming to say that we are counting 9 years from the inception of the school today. What a journey it has been. Every year has been its own with its triumphs and struggles and yet unique in many ways. This year, as for every year, was exciting and challenging. As we get ready to take on the next year, we welcome new questions, new problems, new solutions and new heights. And while we do that, we remember that on every blade of grass, there is an angel sitting on and saying, grow, grow. So let us all grow together. And let me tell you, this growth isn't have been possible without the help of our teachers, sub-staff and of course all the parents. Hence, I profusely thank all my teachers, staff and parents for their continual cooperation. I know all the parents are eagerly waiting for the little program which is going to follow now. I take leave by requesting you all to encourage the children with your claps as it boosts their confidence and make them perform their best. Thank you. Finance industry, developing strategies in the sector and building teams. He has held various positions in various areas. He is presently the director of AMS School of Informatics. He has been the project consultant for Central Bank of Oman. He has been the head of banking industry practice in COG Limited. He has been the branch manager of State Bank of India. He has been the head of consultancy services of State Bank of India. He has visited various countries. Now, may I invite our Honorable Chief Guest Dr. C.V. Ramamohan Garu to kindly address the audience with his valuable thoughts.
Namaste. Good morning everybody. Mr. Padmanabhan, it will indeed be very nice of you to have invited me to this particular function as a chief guest. Thank you very much. Mrs. Garu, thanks for inviting me here. The staff and students of the Institute of Anantha Vidya, nikethan, and my dear parents. It's been a great pleasure to come and talk to you people and share my thoughts on a few aspects that I feel are very relevant in today's society. One of the things that always bothers me is whenever I open the newspaper or whenever I see any news report on the TV or any way for that matter, the headlines are normally such and such a thing has happened. There's always a lot of negative news that is there. I really wonder why it is so, because there is so much of positive news that always stays in the air. For example, I don't know how many of you have ever heard of Jibru. Anyone? Maybe no. Maybe yes, if it is Jibru the film. I'm not talking about the film. I'm talking of Jibru satellite that was designed by the students of IIT Kanpur and put into orbit by ISRO. We do not hear of such great things that are done by our own students, our own people. We also do not get to know of a fantastic discovery made by Rao Patineni for attacking cancer. He came out with a particular injectable which directly goes into the cancerous cell without touching any other cells around. We probably have not heard of R.C. Prabhakar, who currently heads the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency in the United States. I can go on and on with this particular news. But the point is that we don't seem to hear of the wonderful things that are being done by our own people, our own kids, our own brethren, our own people who are all over the world. That, I think, is essential for all of us to know, especially the parents to know, so that the kids have something to look for, something to aim for, something that is wonderful to work for. I think this is exactly it's another fantastic thing. Some of you may be wondering how come I'm probably talking about all the United States, etc. But here in India, I know there is a particular association called Aridi Association, which is looking into the lot of small little changes that are being brought about in rural areas by people who are not educated. Like for example, in rural areas, we do not have washing machines, right? So a particular person who is not educated, 6th class, 7th class, or whatever, he took his scooter, converted the scooter, that particular, the water, to drive a washing machine. Mind you, he just takes the scooter, that washing machine is portable, takes it to different places, and washes the clothes and gives it back for a fee. Imagine. And of course, there is the standard, I don't know how many of you have heard the story of Malaysia, who came up with a small little invention to change the very nature in which weaving is done in our own social family. Weaving, before we came up with this small little invention, they were able to just weave 2 or 3 sarees a month. Because the huge thing, one needs to go from one end to another end. And when this guy came up with this invention, they were able to increase the output by 3 sarees a month. Leaving out that, they were able to really, these are people who are not, they don't go to school, maybe after 6th class, maybe 7th class. And I can go on and on with these kinds of things. The point I am trying to drive at is, whether it is rural India, whether it is urban India, or whether it is the international world that we are talking about in this globalized world, there is always so much to look for. There is always so much to work for. There is always so much to aspire for. I think this is what I want all our children, all our small little kids, it's so very delightful to see them dance and sing, to go and then achieve these ones in this positive manner. And another thing that bothers me is, whenever we talk in terms of games on our